On this edition of VCRC Conversation, we will be talking all things my love language. Yep, you guessed it right, food. I am Aina Raizakaya, and I am so excited to be chatting with Adia James from the Black Women for Wellness organization. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. All right, tell us about yourself and your background. What is it that you're doing right now? How did you get to where you're at? And everything that you think might be necessary for our audience at home to know about you.
Yeah, so I'm Adia. I was born and raised in Alabama, which is in the south part of the United States, but then I went to college in California and outside of Los Angeles, and that's how I ended up working at Black Women for Wellness. And at that organization, I am the program coordinator for the Sisters in Motion program, and our specific program at the organization is focused on nutritional and physical education at the intersection of reproductive justice. So that is what I do now, and then I'm also preparing to start medical school in the fall at the University of California in Irvine. So that is me.
All right, is it your first time visiting Namibia?
Yes, this is my first time outside of North America.
Oh, okay. How are you loving it?
I really like it. It's really chill.
How's the sun treating you so far?
So the south, in Alabama, it's pretty hot and humid, so it's really sticky. So this heat has nothing to me because it's dry here, so it doesn't feel as overbearing.
You know what you should do? One of the things that I advise everyone who comes to Namibia to eat, actually, now that we're talking about food, you cannot leave Namibia without having kapana. That's like the most delicious Namibian cuisine. That's as local as it gets.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about reproductive health and, the impact food has on reproductive health. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so with a lot of people don't consider how your nutrition actually impacts your overall health, let alone your reproductive health, because your body systems, they're working together synergistically, harmoniously to produce the outcomes of how you're able to go about your day. So your nutritional health and your diet that you're eating, that of course is gonna impact your reproductive health, because you are what you eat, Yeah. So have you heard that phrase before? Like, you are what you eat?
I have heard that people from my gym trainer.
Yeah.
You need to eat right. Send us your meal prep on the group. Send us the meal that you're having each and every day. I know you can't eat white rice. You need brown rice.
Yeah, so one thing that I actually picked up about the difference between white and brown rice, I actually picked up from our Kitchen Divas program. So at Black Women for Wellness, we have a program where we teach our community members how to prepare healthy meals, and we hire chefs to come in and show people how to prepare different plant-based meals. And one thing that one of our chefs, Chef Carmen, if she's watching, has told us is that the difference between brown and white rice is that the brown rice will actually give you more energy to get through the day than the white rice will. Yeah. Have you ever noticed that when you eat the white rice, maybe you're feeling more...
I don't even notice.
So that's the important thing that your trainer is trying to tell you, is keeping a food diary that can help you figure out what foods are going to make you feel good and help you have the energy to get through the day, versus which foods are going to make you feel lethargic and slow. Like, one of my favorite foods to eat from the South is grits, but I won't eat that if I know I have to go out and do something, because I know it's going to put me to sleep. As soon as I eat my big bowl of grits, I'm going to sleep. So I would not eat that to get through the day.
I'll definitely be very cautious about the type of food that I eat now. Let's talk about, in your own opinion, what is holistic reproductive health, and what connection does it have with nutrition or the food that we eat?
Yeah, so holistic reproductive health, I would say that ties into, of course, your nutrition. Also your mental health and your stress load, that can also affect your reproductive health. How much you are physically active, that can also kind of impact your reproductive health. But in terms of your nutritional health, I'm going to go back to that you are what you eat. So if you are eating, say, for example, if I'm eating an apple, so what they mean by the you are what you eat is all of the nutrition that's coming from that apple, every macromolecule, every micromolecule in the apple that's going inside your body, and it's being incorporated into your body in some form of fashion. So you want to eat that apple because it's going to provide you with some nutrients to get through the day. It's very nutrient dense, so it's going to be able to get you It's not gonna get you through the full day, but it'll maybe get you through maybe a snack period.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're eating something like potato chips, not French fries. I've learned that y'all call chips French fries. Like we call them French fries. So
potato chips.
Yeah. So like Lay's or something. That's not really.
Pora.
Yeah.
All those words.
That's not gonna provide you much nutritional value. So even though it might make you full, it also might make you a little lethargic. And you also might be hungry sooner.
Yeah.
Because your body didn't get the nutrients that it needed.
And all that oil.
Yeah. So we want to be mindful of that too with the with your reproductive health. Is what you are consuming. That's also gonna impact that as well.
Okay. What type of food should I eat maybe to obtain and maintain like this optimal reproductive health?
Yeah. So you want to consume. One thing is water.
Okay.
Lots of water
is key.
Water is
life.
That is one thing I stress with my mother about a lot. Okay. Water is so important. You also want to make sure you're consuming healthy fats. So that's one thing.
What are healthy fats? Right now that we are here, healthy fats. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so healthy fats are, they're going to be mostly your unsaturated fats. So your monounsaturated and your polyunsaturated fats. Those are usually considered those healthy fats. So you will find those in nuts. Fish are also a good source of that. What else would you find that in? Olive oil would also be a good source of some of those monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fats. Those are considered, avocado. I'm not sure if I said avocado already. Those also are where you can find those healthy fats. And your unhealthy fats, those would be what are called trans fats. Those have actually been banned in the U.S. recently, or they're trying to do their best to phase it out. I'm not sure if they phased it out completely out of the U.S. diet, but I know that FDA has put a lot of regulations on that because it's not providing a lot of nutritional value, and it's also causing you to have what's called bad cholesterol, which is what leads to like heart disease and heart attacks and things like that. So those would be considered your not so great. And then you also have your saturated fats, which are kind of in between.
Okay. Because not healthy, not unhealthy.
It's like you need them, but it's like you shouldn't just consume too much of it. Okay. So diet in general is just about balance, and that's what we have to go with.
Okay. I'm definitely, gonna be watching my diet after this conversation. Thank you so much, Adia, for coming through and having this conversation with us. And we appreciate you coming here to disseminate correct and factual information about the correlation between the food that we eat and our reproductive health.
Yeah, thank you for having me.